the final 5 stories we are keeping an eye on today. New data shows liquor store sales dropped again for the 4th straight year. Sales fell 1.6% to $25.8 billion in the 2024-2025 fiscal year. That's the biggest drop in the 20 years that Stats Canada has tracked the data. Sales of beer, wine, and spirits were all down. This comes after a number of studies and polls have shown that younger generations are drinking less. And a new report finds that Canada's average rent has fallen to a 33-month low. The National Rent Report from Rentals.ca and Urban Nation says the average asking rent declined for the 17th straight month in February. It dropped to just over $2,000. Rents also continue to fall in large markets with notable year-over-year declines in Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Calgary, and Ottawa. The report also showed steep declines in suburban markets with double-digit drops in both Oakville and Vaughan. The region of Waterloo is looking to take a different route to redevelop a downtown Kitchener landmark. The former Charles Street terminal has been sitting empty for nearly 7 years now. Staff are recommending a multi-phased process that would see the region partner with nonprofits and local organizations to create community spaces. Officials say the new plan is better suited for current market conditions and the ongoing water capacity issue. But it'll likely be a while before shovels are in the ground.
We're really excited and interested to see how this might move forward and how different community partners, not-for-profit and others might come to the table as to part of an overall solution.
At 6, CTV's Alexandra Hollick will hear from a local Indigenous group about their push for a seat at the table. Well, you may have heard of the Big Arch, a burger that McDonald's launched in Canada in 2024. But now it's available in the U.S., and it's getting plenty of attention online, not necessarily for the reasons the company expected. The chain's CEO posted a video of himself trying the new burger, but viewers quickly mocked the clip, saying he looked like he wasn't enjoying it. Although marketing experts say the backlash may actually be helping the brand.
Everybody kind of wins with this, with the exception maybe of the McDonald's CEO, because he'll never live it down how reluctant he was to bite into the burger that feeds him.
The social media craze has even piqued the interest of Canadians who now want to try the Big Arch, but can't because it's not available here anymore. At 6, Spencer Turcotte will speak with a marketing professor at the University of Guelph about the free publicity. And finally for us, a new project is putting protein on the table for families facing food insecurity. Volunteers were on hand at the meat cannery facility in New Hamburg this morning, packaging up the first shipment of canned chicken headed for the food bank of Waterloo Region. The project will deliver 28,000 cans of pre-cooked chicken annually to local food programs.
Demand is at the highest that we've seen it in the history of the food bank. And we're seeing more families having to access more frequently. So it's become less of an emergency kind of solution and more of an ongoing way that people are feeding their families.
The initiative is backed by a $600,000 commitment over 3 years from the Lyle S. Hallman Foundation. Great to see. Of course, as we know, food insecurity in the community is a real issue right now.